Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of my vanilla Minecraft server. And today I seem to be having a little difficulty with my recording software, but it seems to settle down. Anyway, I have been busy. These guys, I had to separate them because they started breeding as soon as I got the village in place. So I had to separate them. I say there's a love hearts over there. Anyway, in between episodes, we'll get over there in a minute. One of the things that I did is I have our little artificial village set up right here on the roof. This is my infinity guy, and he's going to infinity breed. Also, when the bow finally goes out, we'll be able to replace it fairly easily. Moving on from there, let's climb down the ladder rather than jumping off. Over here, I got all the villagers in place. And I started with the slime block thing around the outside, but with it being a single cell, it's a little too small for that. So rather than working all, it just basically the food would get stuck on the slime blocks. And so I changed it so that the feed is in the middle, down some glass. Over here I had to make a small modification behind that sign, or actually on the other side of that sign. In the default, it has a full block there, full glass block, and for some reason with it in here, they kept getting stuck on the block and drowning. So I replaced it, and as you can see, it's working quite well. Also, I have hooked up here. Basically, it's just a pressure plate to output a redstone signal to dispense the minecarts, which we'll see here in action. But the guy goes up the water elevator, across, and as soon as he plops down, minecart, and off he goes. So now we have that effect. I'm going to probably have to move the track over in this section at some point. Just for now, though, I've got it going straight across. And he makes his way around. And there's another one. But yeah, basically, this is kind of the effect that I was talking about going a while back, where they just kind of go across over here occasionally. You just look up and there's a villager going by. And then over here, I've got quite a few of them built up now. Actually, so these guys seem to be not moving. That's not good. There he goes. There he goes. I was going to say, is he stuck? He shouldn't be. Anyway, we now have almost both sides filled up all the way. And there's some that I need to get rid of and whatnot. But for the moment, it's working. Now, the next part, I've been debating on this, and I was thinking, while the change in plans is great and all, there's no easy way to collect any excess food or whatnot. So I think I'm going to tweak what I had stated previously with the breeder here. And instead of doing they don't even have food. I think there's an issue where the villagers no longer require food, because he hasn't been fed in a very long time. Yeah, we don't have enough blocks for this. But what I'm thinking is, because of the way this is all set up, what we could do is build the farms, build a couple of farms like way out that way a ways, specifically for the breeder. But we are also going to want potatoes, carrots, and wheat specifically for villager trading and breeding. And so I'm thinking about doing those farms over there. And I know the wheat farm, you have to do a special thing. You got to fill the guy's inventory full of seeds and pre-plant the whole field. Well, really should pre-plant both fields anyways, or all the fields. But that's what I think I'm going to do. Now, I did go and I've poked around and I've looked at the actual farm itself. And I've also looked in a world that had it already in place. I went and took a visit to Planet Honk. And basically, it used to work there, but it doesn't now because the farm is too close to the village. And so I think what I need to go at least 64 blocks out that way to the edge of the farm. That should put it far enough away. I think what I'm going to do, and it's going to probably be quite a bit of stuff, jump cut here, is I think I'm going to go ahead and cut here. I don't know that I'll get it all done today, my time, but I will definitely have a second segment for you guys before I get this video out, where we're gonna do some more. It's just gonna take a while to get the whole farm thing set up, and it's a fairly common design. It's that tweaked designed by Unary Bit that was tweaked by somebody else who made it slightly better based on actual testing and whatnot. And there's a world download for it too. Yeah, I don't actually remember who designed it. I'm gonna try and get the link for you guys. But I will see you guys in a little bit. Might have a farm or two built. I could just watch this little guy go all day. Anyways, before I get too carried away, happens to be nighttime, so you know what that means. Nap time. Anyways, up here, as I've been building our little potato farm, we ran out of minecarts. And everything is working as it should be. The breeder itself is, well, breeding endlessly. And thanks to game rule max entity crimming, there's only 24 villagers in that little holding cell. So I don't have to do anything with you. I can just leave you here permanently. And there's the love hearts, which is good. Means that is still working. And there goes that. But basically, I've got a little ice tray coming back here. Ice path with water on it. Got a little roof up there. I ended up just doing the one. That's all we really need. But, yeah, that little guy, he's just going to farm forever. I was having a problem earlier where the guy up there wasn't hungry enough, so I swapped him out for a new guy. I.e., I killed the guy that was there and put a new one in. That was hungry, but I don't think we need our observation blocks anymore, do we? Not really. Whee! I actually beat the block down. Alright, go collect that. Then go for a very long swim. But basically, he throws the food in there. In the center, it falls down because it can't reach the other guy. Goes along here, drops down in there. They pick it up, they eat it, they breed. That was part of an experiment, but I don't think there's anything in there. In that little hopper. Because I was thinking originally that maybe some food would sneak out and fall through, but I actually forgot I put that hopper there. Let's go grab some iron. Iron. Yeah, between episodes I also grabbed, or between cuts, all these are full of iron. All the way up. Iron blocks. Still haven't shut the farm off, but I've been planning to. We've had some inclement weather here, so You may hear some light thunder, or you might not. I don't know yet. I don't know. Ah, yeah, there's nothing in it. And I've had it going for hours, so. And then I realized that it's probably not going to get through there because it's going to get caught on that fence post that's between the villagers. I think I'm going to leave all the scaffolding because I kind of need that to be able to access the chest or whatnot. But for now, we don't actually need any more villagers. The trading hall is full. Yeah, we ran out. Kind of need that to be able to get to that. And then for this, I think I'll end up just breaking a line in and put a button somewhere to manually power that. In fact, let's go grab a button now. Just because. Put you away. We have to get in that chest anyways, because we gotta put our that away. I'm gonna want to spread some of that out at some point. And then the other thing too, we need to update our map. Ooh, we can actually update the next section too. Alright. Well then. Extends it just off that one. Yep. There it is. Before we go put it back, let's go put our button on. Just so that when we can restart the system, I think it'll power it from here. Well, it would if it wasn't already powered. Yeah. Yeah, that does work. Okay. Verified it. Walk along here. Now, eventually that ladder is going to be on, and I'm thinking inside the section of the base that goes out there, put stairs up so I can get to the upper part. Yeah, it's off-centered there. Darn it. Oh well. I think we'll be able to work with it, because it's just right along where the edge of the walls would be. Yeah. Anyways, also our sugarcane farm has been running a lot. Okay, I ran again. It's been running. I've also used some paper for some trading. Just a little bit of trading over here. But our trading hall, there's a couple of spots that don't want to take a villager for some reason. It's all down here at this end. But for some reason, nobody will fall in that one, and nobody's falling in that one. They just skip right over it and end up getting disposed of. But we're full all the way up on villagers. Just need to go through and find the best ones. And as part of what I was talking about previously, I think we're going to go ahead and do the triple tall farm over here. We've got wheat on the bottom and potatoes and carrots for trading. Because that's a good way to get emeralds is with these farmers. Not these guys, these guys. And then I think what I might do is go off this way for some sheep. And because of the way I tend to actually use wool, I think I'm just going to make a large grassy area with a fence around it and throw all the sheep in there. Goodness knows we don't have enough grass blocks. I've actually used more dirt than grass. Sucked a shovel, and when clearing the perimeter, I also it was growing as I cleared layers off. That's why. But yeah, our stone supply is getting low. Our sand's actually not doing that great either, and the dirt's not very full either. But I think I've rattled on long enough. not a whole lot of stuff going on in this episode, although we do have our villager breeder, we now have, well, I suppose that would be part of the villager breeder at this point. We've got the breeder all completely set up from last time. It's all loaded up. We got our villagers in there. It's hooked up to our rail line, so we can infinitely have villagers just occasionally roll by when we have minecarts in the system, which it's empty. I'm not going to refill it right now. And then also, they're automatically being fed as well. There it goes. So now we should infinitely always be producing more and more villagers. And thanks to max entity cramming, we're not going to have 6,000 entities in this area. So, I do hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do be sure to hit that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, you can click on the little picture of my Minecraft guy's face on the screen to subscribe. And you can also check out some of the other videos of mine on the screen as well. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.